everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. We're here at the tail end of August, a very long month of 31 days. It's just one more day than some of these others, like um, September and so forth, but still it feels just long. The O-21, pardon me, I thought that I was sending it back. I can't remember. It feels like it was the O-21 because it had some damage from an AK or AKL shooting back and damaged it. I think this is the sub. So on its way back, it still decided to take on this cargo ship, hit it, and it sinks. Anyway, so we're here at the end of the month, and we'll see how we do. We got another bombardment coming to Bobbledaub, and um, then we can get started on September. Hopefully, we got some. I mean, I believe we get the B-24Js. For some reason, that stands out, and no other aircraft does. So I'll be interested to know. Um, well, you can't get these. It's very hard to get these sub chasers. So it's. I'm not surprised I'm missing. Oh, oh, that might have been two duds. But or well, six torpedoes. So man, that's crazy. All right. Well, anyway, I guess my point is we're going to be getting some new cool stuff, so that'll be very interesting. Our destroyers run into a mine and we take a hit. That's uncool. I had DMSs going in there, but anyway. That's unfortunate. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that bombard off. I thought it would work out. Let's just keep going and we'll see what happens. Yeah, these are just the usual bombing runs, nothing special. Pardon me. Oof. Well, I guess our sweep went through, so that's fine. I think we at least got one squadron of sweep. I'm trying to pay attention, but I keep getting distracted by how my brain trying to get ahead of what I want to look at when this is done. So I need to just focus on the present, not worry about the future just yet. All right, so it's severe storms. It feels like the weather is always bad when we want to do some significant activity. But hey, we did some damage. There's another squadron got in to sweep. And there's the third squadron. I didn't know I had 4 squadrons going. Okay, that was lackluster, but anyway. He spotted something as we're heading north. Look at all this stuff. if it's showing on the map, I think that means he's spotted it. So we're heading up here to Kandari, and he's seeing everything we got up there. He's flying up higher because of our anti-aircraft battery there. Man, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's catching my eye. So some more oil hits. Let's see if we can just put this out of commission altogether. Okay, so, there we go. All right, so whatever's left on here, aircraft-wise, maybe we'll knock out and then move on. So, yeah, there were a few aircraft still here. Now, we didn't destroy much. There's a lot damaged, but I don't have a follow-up bombardment, so they're gonna get away. We do destroy some devices from his ground troops and do significant damage to the base. We could bomb there. It's within bomber range, and he certainly his Tojos won't be able to fly. The damaged ones won't fly, and possibly any others won't fly because of the damage to the runways. And maybe if they do, then they'll take out more ops losses. And here he goes. He should knock us out now. Let's go. Yep. And we fell back and lost a lot of devices. We lost a... Oh, we're still in the hex. So he's going to have to attack one more time. That's a shame for him. All right, that's that. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, well, I will, because it's the end of the month, let's walk around and see what we can see. Talk about some things that stand out, and then move on to start the new month. Oh, nice. I like those attack transports. Okay, looking good. Okay, as we end the turn, end the month and start the new month, let's take a look at the ops report real quickly. I don't think there's anything that's going to be crazy. We got some repairs completed on a sub and so forth. What was this? Okay, he spotted our ships heading up. I don't know. But anyway, moving on. All right. Yeah, we got some supplies being dropped off at Sansapor, as well as a bunch of Chinese um, airlifts. All right, so Fort St. John is 9. I'll probably move some of these guys to move some of these engineers somewhere else to build up. And check this out, we got a Marine fighter unit that has carrier trained status. So that's cool. And then we didn't sink the I-29, of course. Got some Chinese pilots expedited. Devices. Okay, third tank. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I wanted to look. Okay, this RAF Canberra. Let's take a look at that first. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm not going to make it a big deal, but this video might not be as long as some others. Canberra. This is a Canberra, not the other one. Okay. Dutch. Mitchell 2. Okay, they want to upgrade to fighters. Interesting. But in the meantime, because well, we have some Mitchell 2s available, so maybe we'll take advantage that we have this squadron, and we can always upgrade later because it's going to eventually be a fighter unit. Or sorry, that's where that's where the historical route is. There is no Mitchell 3s. So I'm not sure. I guess the best we can do is go the fighter route. But let's for now we're going to take advantage that we have some bombers, and they are already decent, and they're not. We can always get new pilots, fighter pilots, but for now, like I say, let's take advantage that we have some bombers. And I'm going to go ahead and train and get some aircraft, I think. And we'll go from there. Okay. The next thing I want to look at is what else did we get? We got, I'm not going to look at, these are just attack transports, so that's cool. But Karachi and Aden. Karachi, I think these are the more P-38, so that's going to be really nice. But let's double check here. Yeah. So similarly, I'm gonna get some pilots, and I'm gonna get some that are already good. In fact, man, this commander is terrible. So we'll probably get a new commander as well. Get some better pilots in here, and launch and get it into action ASAP. um, what I'll hmm, what I'm gonna do is draw aircraft and then move it, and then let them detrain and all that stuff, and then we'll get it in action, etc., etc. But I'm not gonna sit there and play around with that right now. I just wanted to make sure. So our P-38s are in here. So we're gonna have 2 squadrons that we're gonna be able to fly, cover in different places. And then we got this A-36 Mustang, which is technically a fighter, but it carries some bombs, 2 bombs. So we can use it as a fighter bomber as well. And it actually is not very good as an interceptor because, well, as a sweeper anyway, because of our rule. So this guy could sweep only at 15K. That's not an ideal level altitude to sweep. So maybe we'll designate this a fighter bomber group. And it's going to eventually be, it looks like P-51. Again, that's if we follow historical, which is fine. I'm not worried about it right now. Let's just get these guys into action, and we cannot P-51B March. If we were going to go this route, P-51A. Okay, cool. We're going to be getting P-51s starting this month. That's interesting. I wanted to look at their range. 8.6, and these are 6.5, so that'll be a huge upgrade if we get those. Let's take a look real quick here at aircraft replacement pool. I want to see how much we build, how quickly we're building these. All right, let's look at all the new toys. Spitfire 5C for the British. And then this Recon um, air unit, which we need badly. We have problems keeping British Recon in action. These A-20 Bostons, that's going to be cool. Decent medium bomber. Can't read all this stuff, but um, not 500-pound bomb. Somehow they're overlaid. This is 2, so I'm guessing it's 4 with the full load. Let's see. But this is what I'm looking forward to. We're going to get 50 per day until we turn off the B-24D1, and then this 15 here will roll up into I believe that's how it works. They'll the 15 will eventually switch production over to the J's, and so we'll be basically making 65 a month. So that'll be really nice. We got some P-39 N2s for the U.S. Army. I believe we already got P-39N. Yeah, one. We're getting 35 a month. Um, the N2s. Um, these are good as interceptors because they're short range. So we just keep them, as cap. But you see here, 37 millimeter cannon. That may be worth using, and then you have a 500-pound bomb. That may be worth using as a strike aircraft, like a fighter bomber. And of course, a camera, so that's kind of cool. We'll be able to use them as recon even. Um, no, I'm taking a lot of time here. This one doesn't have any cameras, but it has that 37 millimeter cannon. Now the problem is it's short range, but it does. I believe you can equip drop tanks, and then you're good. The P-51A we looked at for briefly. It's got decent range. Um, Not bad gun value. We could sweep up to 31K. The altitude limit is right there too. um, what else we got? I think we skipped some of this stuff. Um, the Hudson, another This is a transport. Okay, so an Australian transport. Kitty Hawk 4 for the Canadians, and TBF 1, so torpedo bomber for the New Zealanders. All right, just a couple more. We got the P-70A1 Night Fighter. It looks like we're making 0, so whatever comes up on the map is really all we're gonna get. But this is what that includes. So a radar, 650 caliber machine guns. Okay, which by the way we've put to good use some night fighters there in southeast Dutch East Indies, and otherwise haven't had any issues actually. Okay, F4U2 is gonna be coming, huh? So it shows no production, but I think that's because we're gonna be flipping factories, not replacements. But I take that back because this is also 1 month, so it's possible we'll just get like one squadron, and that'll be what we have. It is what it is. Carrier capable night fighter. So we may get a squadron or two, and then that's it. It's just whatever. Whenever we lose those aircraft, that's just they're done. But that's what we have coming. So that'll be nice to fill out, because I'm running low on bombers. So if we can get basically 2 B-24s per day. That's going to be just amazing to get to fill out all of. Basically, we'll have several squadrons of B-24Js. It's going to be really cool. All right, so while we're here, we lost 2 aircraft total, and he lost 12. Um, let's see, 3 Sallys. He loses a lot of these to flak and then maybe crashing on the way home. He lost a couple Tojos on the ground because of our bombardment, as well as an Emily and a Mavis. And then another Emily air to air. He lost a Dina and a Mavis. Anyway, you could see all the things he's lost. An Elf here to flak. So we lost a B-25 and, of course, a C-46A. That's unfortunate because we don't make very many of those. Um, no pilots, though, lost, so that's good. Okay, a 7-point cargo ship sank. And if we look at this and see if there's anything that stands out that wasn't on the report prior. See these 2 subs here? When are they going to show up as still in service, right? Okay. Let me just hit the highlights if I can. I'm just trying to pull off the excess troops here because it's overstacked. So we're trying to load up some transports and get out of there. And then we'll basically schedule an invasion of Roy Namur, Jalouit, or any of these others. Some of these I'm just going to recon, and if there's nothing there, we'll we'll grab it with maybe a fast transport task force. But here we've got 31 AV. That's not bad. For him to kick us out, he'll have to move these troops. They'll move slowly, and then he'll have to push us out. That's not the best use of his resources. It looks like we need some supplies over here. Um, okay, so he has spotted us. Well, he of course has spotted this. He may or may not think that these ships are going to the same location, but he does see that we have a good chunk of stuff going up here, and so he may even either wonder if we're coming here or or Kendari, but we'll be unloading at Kendari next turn. So that said, I'm going to set up some recon here and also just um, maybe bomb. I'm not sure. I kind of want to not bomb yet, see if we can cap trap him because we're going to have some fighters on these escort carriers, as well as we have 3 carrier task forces coming up, going to provide cover. Plus, we'll have P-38s. And then I left 1 carrier division back because I'm still waiting for repairs, and I'm not too stressed about getting them in action like yesterday. So we're fine there. But so 3 carrier divisions plus and each carrier division has a CVL in it now too, so that's going to be good. Plus our carrier cover surface task force. But yeah, these are slower ships, so they're lagging behind. We'll probably have to air cover this a little bit because the CVEs, escort carriers, are up here with the bigger task force. So we'll cover this a little bit, make sure that they don't get any air attacks in the next couple days. Um, and then moving north, uh, Pegu, I'm still unsure with 54,000 supplies why none is trickling over here. It's just baffling to me. But we're still holding at Port Blair. Um, what is this? Okay, LSTs. All right. So for some reason, I'm sending these guys to Chittagong. Perhaps first to pick up supplies and bring them here. I have no idea what my thought process is there. But he hasn't been bombarding here in a while. I may try to do another supply run. I don't know. But right now, let's just see what we got going on here. We got our cruiser division here holding Rangoon from bombardment. um, bring in troops in to make a push here across the river. We got more a tank brigade coming. We've already got these four infantry brigades. Not bad. Is this depleted? Yeah, this is depleted. So we're replacements on, upgrade allowed, but it's just not getting filled out here. Pardon me. But we have a lot more coming. See all these moves? These all the move all the guys set up to move are heading there. We just don't have a lot of British infantry. They're focused on Europe, maybe Italy, not North Africa. We've over there on that theater. They've um, secured North Africa. But yeah, we're we're pushing down here and then gonna launch across. And I've got bombers trying to hit. Um, okay, so resources are we're not caught up on the resources damage to the heavy industry, but that heavy industry being whittled down to just two left, I like that. And then I'd like to destroy the light industry, but if I destroy the resources, it's going to be um, kind of turned off anyway. But also, these resources aren't pouring in, so I think we're doing okay. Now, if he has resources somewhere down in here, he could get them railed into Bangkok. And I'm not going to waste a bunch of more time. I just thought while I'm talking, I'd look. But if there's any resources in Malaya, they can rail that up here and keep producing. So that's why A, I destroyed the heavy industry, and that's why B, I'm planning to also go after the light industry. The refinery will only work if he has oil coming in, which he can transport in, but yeah, we can destroy that anytime. So I will keep targeting this. I'm not done. But it looks like he has some air units here, although it says auxiliary. So it's possible he only has like recon slash maybe search planes, float planes. And then China. Well, China is a unique situation, but we have some guys coming to the front here. Um, I'm not sure why he didn't attack us here. At least bombard. Maybe he did. I didn't see it though. And there maybe he did because they're in combat mode, although maybe he bombed. And that's okay. This is so depleted. We are trying to get it out of here just to secure this hex so that if he moves northwest, we've got some troops here and he's not just going to cut us off. Um, we held here. Hopefully he destroys this. That might be ideal. Um, but we're parked here. We ran away. We're parked here, and we can hopefully. I have replacements on, but I think I'm going to turn them off now. Um, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about all. I mean, it's kind of lackluster. There's a few places that I'm not 100% feeling good about. For example, this area. Real quick, let's take a look here. Um, our bombardment of Babel Our battleships did not get out of there. So return. I don't know why I had it on remain. And return. We'll do. I will do this. Transfer. Let's take the Cassin. Try to get out of there as the best we can. I was trying to chase down a surface task force that was out here before, and here it is. There was one running away, and I was trying to chase these down, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. We'll get out of here. And this guy, I might just scuttle. Nope, I can't. So he'll limp back to the best of his ability and maybe sink on the way. But I just don't want to lose two destroyers because I have one escorting another, you know? So we'll just, to the best of our ability, get out of here. I will bomb with whatever bombers I got here. I will bomb the airfield at Bobbledaub. And whatever else he has sitting here that's damaged, hopefully we will destroy it. And I'll worry about, let's see, let's just turn this one off, and still not enough. Okay, let's not turn it off then. Anyway, I could turn something else off that'll, like for example, this squadron, you can just take a break. You guys have been, oh, that didn't even do anything. Well, anyway, I'll figure this out. I don't need to make you watch this. Thanks for joining me, and we'll come back. We'll be back for September 1. See how our invasion of Kandari goes. See how if our ships get away without getting beat up, and that kind of thing. So until then, hope you all have a good rest of your day, and take care. Bye.